college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cougars offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to.
There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Cougars with the first and 10. 22 From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He's got it again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. So now on comes the field goal unit.
Number 13 on the field goal.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The hand to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Found a seam. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act look like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it, but the defense clearly not fooled. Got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Bounced off his feet.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the move. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the run, it starts. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The quick out. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Good enough for a first down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Second down coming up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to move them on the counter. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. The BYU Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Making side adjustments here. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. After that penalty, just inches away here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, LSU!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Caught in the backfield, it starts. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right on the money. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Extending the play. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He's got his man. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running, gets it to the 34.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Got it in the middle, it starts. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grab behind the line. It starts. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. On target. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. A little release to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And it's no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cougars will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Rides to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Now they'll run it to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they're going to throw it. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically...
Touchdown, LSU! And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Makes him talk to the hand. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Let's go! Let's go! From the gun, the ground game. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ready. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Maryland. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The BYU Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give to the left side. Oh, he's got a chance. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time, he's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dangerous screen into traffic. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Turning it on!
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
BYU.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Pressure coming. Caught behind the line. It starts. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Keep it on the ground. Past the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Strong, firm tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This time on target. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He leaves it with his back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Find some fresh air. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Makes the catch. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here's a heat. The throw. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. LSU right back to the line. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU Bengals.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The BYU Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
At the 13-yard line. And that's good enough for first down.
On the ready. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.